Welcome back to Sheed and Tyler. That is Sheed. I'm Tyler. Sheed, how you feeling? First off,
Like the champion that I am, we're still defending champs.
you say we. What do you mean by that? Y'all play road playoff games now?
We win.
It's what you've done in
Bottom
the
line,
past.
we win.
It's what you've done in the past. Is it what you're gonna do?
No, it's like Janet Jackson. What have you done for me lately? Lately everybody been counting us out. They counted us out.
Have they?
They
I
counted
got
us out.
Patrick Mahomes. Nobody ever
Hey,
counts out
dog,
Patrick
but
Mahomes.
regular season, what I'm saying, we caught everything, even the bad cold. Well, we couldn't catch anything, I should say.
I would say many of your receivers would have
So it's like,
lucked into catching
we
a
couldn't
cold.
catch a cold. So now, hey, as I said before, new season. Playoffs is a whole new season. Cats catching the football, catching passes to him. Valdez-Scantling caught a huge pass for us on that final drive, to put the go-ahead on it. But, hey, Cats is playing now. You know what I'm saying? The big fella, Kelsey, he's playing. Big fella, Chris Jones, he's playing. He's commanding the double team no matter where they put him at on that defensive line.
They say he's playing for a new contract somewhere else. Is that true?
He playing for a chip in my eyes. You know what I mean? Shit. How many starring defensive linemen can say that they won 3 chips?
Very few.
Very few, dog. And he got the opportunity now, we just got to stay hungry.
Will this be number 3 for Mecole Hardman? Should he get the ball more?
I don't know. I'm kind of mad at Cole.
Why?
I'm mad at Mecole.
What happened? What did I miss?
That fumble, dog. You seen
Which
it.
one? What did
No,
you
don't. Come on. You seen it.
You mean the
You
one
seen it.
by the
On like the half yard line, right before we cross the goal line. Yeah.
You think they should change that
It was
rule?
a big fumble. No, it's a good rule. Big fumble is part of the rules, but I'm just thankful we was able to hold off that barrage from Josh Allen to be able to come away with the win. And I'm going fishing this summer. And you know what I'm going to do?
Tell me more.
I'm going to search for big mouth bass.
Come on.
Hey, I like bass.
He missed the kick though. That's rude. That man might be out of work and you're just grinning it up.
Oh no.
Laughing at his misfortune.
He won't be out of work, but I mean,
Enterprise is hiring.
Hey, if he is, it's not my team. That's not my concern.
Not your business for real.
Yeah,
I got to go to Lamar Jackson's house though.
That's tough. I mean, MVP, we might as well just go ahead and say and give it to him. Yeah. Yo, MVP, he playing at that high level, beloved. You know what I mean? So we're not taking that away from him. I'm not looking past him. I'm not saying that he ain't shit or he ain't gonna do shit, but we just gotta lock in. I think he's our main focus for sure.
He gotta be, right?
Because he's the heart and soul of that offense. You know how sometimes it might be like you got a good quarterback, but then a running back or maybe even a wide receiver or tight end might be the heart and soul of that offense. Well, for him, he's all the above.
Yeah. He checks all the boxes for them.
For sure. No doubt about it. But it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard, but we've done it before.
You predicting a victory?
I got to.
You don't have to.
No, I got to.
You don't have to.
No, I got to.
What's the score?
I don't care as long as we win, no matter if it's by 1 point or 3 or 4 touchdowns. I don't care. As long as we win. That's the whole bottom line. And it's going to be a battle of the trenches. It's going to be a good game. I think, in my opinion, real talk, this is just me talking now. I think this is the Super Bowl.
The AFC Championship.
This is the Super Bowl.
So you completely discounting San Francisco, Detroit.
No disrespect, but I don't think it's gonna get done. San Francisco, their heart and soul, Debo, he might be 50-50. He iffy. If he does play, then if he does play and get hurt during a game where he can't play no more, all that's gonna do is juice the Lions defense. Now he's not in there. Now we can go ahead with these other schemes, more blitzes, more this, more that. But
does it juice up the other San Fran guys though? Like, is Ayuk I got to step up? McCaffrey,
they would have to.
Yeah, Jennings.
They would have to because if you don't, you going home. Like, all right, when one dude down, Debo down, all right, well, I got to step my shit up. The the other receivers like, all right, I got to step up, make sure I run these routes sharp, this and that. That's what they should be saying. But I don't know. It's not my concern. It's not my team.
Who would you prefer to play?
It doesn't matter.
Whoever shows up.
I got faith in my boys. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's what we're going to do. I'm telling you, we're going to get this, dog.
They say you was up in the box suites with Taylor Swift. Is that true?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't up there. But I did do my cold games before, but it wasn't as cold as it was in Buffalo.
No.
But, no, we're going to get it, dog. I'm telling you. Y'all hearing it first. Everybody doubting us. They've been doubting us the last couple weeks.
Who's been doubting you?
Look,
who's saying these things?
Here's the thing. Everybody been saying, oh, the Chiefs are shitty. They dropping passes, this and
They
that.
do drop passes.
And guess what? As bad as a lot of people think we're playing, we still third. We finished third in the conference.
And knocked out the second team.
At 11-5, we finished third. We finished third in the conference.
Or it must be 12 or either 12-5 or 11-6 because 17 games now. Yeah, but
finished third in the conference.
And got to go on the road.
And yeah, we got to go on the road, but see, that shows the high expectations of this team. Because the whole country is expecting them to do like they did before, blow a lot of teams out, win the Super Bowl, this and that. Every time somebody think of our team, they thinking, of course, Pat Mahomes and how he got like a kajillion touchdowns, he got a cannon arm, this and that. Okay, well, the main thing, we do got a good team. We do. Cats be hating on us, but week after week, we came away with the victories. No matter how ugly the game. Somehow, some way, the defense and Patty Mahomes got us through it. And Harrison Butker got us through it.
Yeah.
So, we good.
Is Mahomes, if he gets 3, GOAT talk? Is it too soon? Is he already in the GOAT talk?
I don't think so yet. Because you have a lot of other great quarterbacks who played in the NFL who has more than 2 Super Bowl rings. So,
but would you take any of them over Patrick Mahomes if you had to start a franchise with them?
Oh, no. I'm going with the Kansas City Cannon.
Alex Smith. Elvis Gerbach. You wasn't there. You don't even know who Elvis Gerbach is.
You being so disrespectful.
You weren't even there. Why you don't have an Elvis Gerbach
Why
jersey?
everybody want to be disrespectful to the champs, dog? They don't know. We still the champs.
That was last year.
It's the same football season.
It's old news, is what it is.
Y'all hear this, man? Do y'all hear this, dog? I'm glad I'm not the only one in this studio hearing this blasphemy that this brother's over here talking.
People could see. Are you gonna put a new championship flag up? They could see the. I guess that's the old edition.
Yeah, that was from the first one, you know. So yeah, I got to get one from last year, and I'm gonna get another one from this year.
Okay.
No, funny shit. I might actually try to get me a ring this year.
I think you should.
For real, coming on. I'm gonna just sit like this the whole day.
Would you get in like Wallace 86, like he was part of the team?
Yeah, I would put my number though 30, like Wallace 30, free safety, tight end behind Travis Kelce,
kick blocker.
I could set an NFL record with that, dog.
Why didn't you? You still could, really?
Nah, I can't jump no more.
You don't need to.
Yeah, I do.
You got long arms.
Nah, I need to jump. Dog, I'm telling you, look, if I'm a football coach, right? You know what I'm saying? I got a good defensive team, and we keeping cats out the end zone, but, they still getting the chip shots with the threes and shit like that. Like, okay, all right, I'm tired of this shit. I want to shut it down. I'm going to go look in basketball somewhere. I'm ask me a 7-footer with like a 30-something inch vertical. Hey, son, you ever played football before? No, coach. How about this? I only got to use you a couple times a game. You can make this, you can make that. All you got to do is block kicks. I'm going to set an NFL record.
Why do you think nobody's tried that yet?
I don't know, because they don't look at basketball players as football players unless they tight ends or wide receivers.
They too boxed in with their thinking.
I don't know. I guess so, but that's what I'm doing.
We will see. But yes, people can see the flag. This show will change as we go, as we get going. We will have a live aspect. We'll be tapping in with the chat. People can ask questions. They've been asking all type of questions. We'll get to some of those. But we had some, I don't know if it's breaking news, but
oh gosh, I already know where you're going with this.
Where? What do you think I'm about to say?
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
Your boy,
I knew it.
Glenn, the only doctor in the NBA, Rivers, is now back in the NBA. He was an ESPN analyst. He is now the head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks after they fired Adrian Griffin. 43 games into his tenure. They were 30-13. They were second in the Eastern Conference.
I think he has the third shortest tenure in NBA history.
That's not history you want to have.
No, it's not.
Bright side, he might go out with like the highest all-time winning percentage of a coach ever.
Fact. But I don't think that's gonna get him another gig.
Well, that lets him have that record forever.
Fact. Oh no, fact.
So what? First, let's talk from the Bucks side. What do we think of them getting rid of a coach?
Man,
40 games in, when they're doing record-wise, things are going well.
So here we are. We on the outside looking in.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So, no, we don't know the whole ins and outs on what happened with that whole ordeal, but it's fucking surprising, B. Like, so when I could see if they was 13-30, all right, we're not headed in the right direction.
Out of there.
We got to get, but you winning, you got a winning record. You winning, you second in the East. You know, you are in top 5 stats when it comes to offensive statistics. But I think their biggest thing, they was giving up, they was averaging like anywhere between like 98 and 102 points as far as giving up each game.
Oh, worse. I think they were in the 20s defensively. It was not going well like defensively.
You can't win like that. So, but I don't know if that's the only reason that they got rid of. I don't know what happened, dog. But the shit is I'm just flabbergasted.
Well, the thing I would say is, again, it's his first year, but the team, when he was hired, they still had Drew Holiday.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Word.
So I feel like he was hired to coach maybe the defensive system he had in his mind.
Could have, because he was there for a couple years before he became the coach.
So it was supposed to be like, okay, we're keeping the same Giannis, Middleton, Drew Holiday. Can you like reinvigorate our core? And then you immediately trade one of the core members. Middleton has been bouncing back from injury. He looks good now, but it's been a process.
Yeah, been fighting injury.
Yeah, Giannis is Giannis. But I feel like, how do you hire a guy for one system, completely flip it? You give him Damian Lillard and Malik Beasley, and it's like, yeah, y'all giving up a lot of points. Those are not great defense. With respect to what they do well on the court. Dame and Malik Beasley are not great defenders.
Fact, I agree.
So how you put that on a guy 40 games in?
Man, I don't know. Somehow, some way they did, and they got his ass up out of there. You know, again, we don't know all the ins and outs. I'm pretty sure it was something else. It was something else that happened,
right?
You know, in that office that we don't know about. Probably won't know about for a while,
right?
Until it comes out. But yeah, it's just too ironic. And then the crazy thing about it, not only do you fire the dude, within the same day you fire him, 6-7 hours later you hire another coach.
It was the same press release. It was like, hey, buy Adrian Griffin while we have your ear. Doc Rivers is also the new coach.
Like, come on. It's something slimy. It's something sneaky. It's some backstabbing shit in that, though.
You know, it was consulting. They say Doc was consulting with the Bucks.
Man, if that's the truth with it, it sounds like a setup.
What you mean?
I mean, what you mean? It sounds like a setup. Yo, so if we was in that world, in that game, you know what I'm saying, I give you some dope. Be like, oh yeah, here, Ty, you know, you good right here on this corner. That's all you. As soon as I give you that dope, I go down the street and call the police. Hey, yeah, this is a young brother out there with some glasses. He has an Atlanta Braves hat on, and
damn,
he's selling dope. And then next thing you know, whoop, whoop. You like, shit, like, what the hell is going on? And then I just move right there where you at. You got 2 for 5, 2 for 5, red top, blue top,
job opening.
Dog. And it's just kind of strange, man. It sounds strange to me. I'll just say that. I'll leave it at that because, again, I don't know the ins and outs on the owner's decisions to fire him. So it just sounds strange as fuck to me, dog.
You know they're paying 3 coaches right now? Because again, they fired Mike Budenholzer to bring in Adrian Griffin. They fired Adrian Griffin now to bring in Doc Rivers. So you paying 3 head coaches, and one of them is Doc Rivers. I feel like that's my biggest gripe personally with this.
Let's see what his contract will be for.
Doc,
let's see what it'll be for.
It was gonna be enough. He stepped out of TV rather easily.
I mean, that TV wasn't nothing.
That's
how he got the gig, though. That's the way to get a head coaching gig. Become a TV commentator.
Why?
Because I have the power. I could be like writing on my iPad and this and that like this, and it's showing up on the screen. And oh look, if he would have set the screen here, go around, and he had the shot here, the other man got a box out, and they showing it on TV. You got an owner or a GM somewhere like, damn, that sounds
smart.
good. What he's saying, yeah, if we got this,
I would look smart if I hired him.
And then next thing you know, you got that guy, that same former coach who was commentating. Now he's going to new positions. He ain't the first. He won't be the last.
For sure. How do we think he's going to do in that new position? You've played for him.
I don't. You with some more real dogs, and now you ain't got that offense and defensive coordinator. So we're gonna see. I don't know. I think Karma gonna come in and play his part, but I can't see them. Because now you got to do a whole new system
on the fly
of the season. Like, that's hard. And then what if they don't pick his system up?
What is his system?
I mean, I'm saying like every coach has their own system. You know, some coaches like, hey, look, we're gonna get up all these threes. Some coaches like, look, we not going to take our shot, pass the ball around, move defense side to side, and then shoot. You know, every coach has their own system. Transition. I like playing half court, post the big man up, whatever the case may be. You know, every coach has their system. What if they don't pick his system up? Then what?
I feel like, well, the thing with Adrian Griffin, we heard I think it was right before the season, the Terry Stotts thing. Terry Stotts, one of his lead assistants.
Yeah.
Apparently they had, some kind of disagreement in a practice. He just fuck this shit. Like, I'm not here to work through it. I am out of here.
Fact.
That felt like kind of a red flag. You know what I mean? But then also, like, a few games in, the players have to come to Adrian Griffin. They're asking him about his defensive scheme. So as a player, as a player, if you see a coach has a scheme that's not working, how long do you give it to? It's like, okay, let's see what he got going on versus, okay, this ain't gonna work.
That shit, probably a couple possessions.
Do you know?
It ain't even a game, it's a couple possessions.
And you just know.
Oh yeah, we know for sure. Cause then that's when if you got a good team, good veteran team, that's when we're gonna come together ourselves. Like we're gonna have a timeout. He like, oh yeah, you gotta play like this. All right. So right before we break from commercial, when we all leaning on the scoring table and all that shit, that's when we gonna come up with our own shit. Hey, like, man, that bullshit ain't working. Look, hey, force this cat baseline. Then that way you got the help coming from the top. If you try to get in front of them, they won't be able to pass it back. Blase, Got our own shit with it, dog.
You been on a team where the coach got fired midway through?
Yeah.
What was like the last straw where you like, nah, he's about to lose his job. Like, he's lost this?
Well, no, it came as a surprise. When I was coaching with Detroit, this is back in like 2014 or 2015, some shit like that. But Mo Cheeks was the coach. He got hired to be the coach, so he brought me on the staff. So, it's like, all right, we having a roller coaster year, and I don't know what it was, dog. I don't know if he did this, did that off court, but they got rid of him right before All-Star game. We was like, oh shit, like
just like it seemed like the time
just
you
like
get
now.
rid of a coach.
And we was like, oh shit. And then one of the one of the assistants was an intern coach. So we was like, damn, what the hell? Because we didn't hear or see no fireworks. Like, you know how sometimes you might hear beef or squabble between management and the player or the owner and the player.
Some type of dissent, yeah.
We didn't hear shit. And next thing you know, oh, he's out. Then we had the intern coach that year, and then that following year it was Stan the Fat Man.
How was Stan the Fat Man?
I don't know. He let me go. He came in with his own staff. He had his own guys, which was cool. I was cool with it. You know, cool. It gave
Thought
me
of
a
Stan the
chance to
Fat
do
Man.
other
It don't
things.
sound like you cool with it.
No, that's shit. He ain't skinny.
He's not slim.
Stan the Fat Man.
What do you think Doc's gonna do with these Bucks? Do you think it changes their ceiling?
They're not gonna beat us. I don't care. They're not gonna beat us. They're not gonna beat the Sixers. When it comes down to it, in the playoffs, if we match up with them, they're not gonna beat us.
Even if it's to go to the third round, where these Sixers have not been since Allen Iverson,
they're not gonna beat us. It's a new coach now.
Doc knows all Embiid's
tricks. I will tell you this. I will say this. My chances, like say if Sixers met Milwaukee, you know, in the playoffs, and we talking maybe let's say Eastern Conference Finals, best of 7.
Mm-hmm.
I will put more money on Game 5 than I would Game 1 for us to win it. If the Bucks are up 3-1.
Why?
You know why.
I want you to say it.
That's his stigma. He can't when he got a 3-1 lead, man, he fold like a lawn chair.
He keep getting jobs though.
Hey, I'm telling you what it is. It's not just him. It's a lot of dudes. Hey, for a while, Jeff Van Gundy did it. You know, he was commentating, then boom, all of a sudden, next thing you know, he hired in Houston or New York.
Mm.
It's part of it. It's part of it.
Recycling.
Yeah, the recycling of all these coaches is part of it. But you only could do that for maybe about a decade, a little under a decade and a half. Other than that, that coach, if he hasn't established a culture with that franchise, then yeah, he'll be out of there.
How long does it take to establish a culture?
Take a minute. It's not no overnight shit. It take a minute. That your players and that franchise gotta go through they woes. Everybody gotta go through some shit, some bad shit.
That's why I think of Griffin. It's like in 40 games, do you have a chance to establish whatever your culture is going to be? Do you have a chance to even establish that?
I think so because you know your culture has to be established in training camp. So I got a week. Well, now they got a week to get their shit tight. You know, I can get my main defensive plays, get my main offensive plays. But I don't know. Yeah, it was something we don't know about. It's gonna come out though.
I think
it don't come out in the wash or come out in the rinse.
You brought up Philly. Your boy scored 70.
Yeah. Hey, he's showing why he MVP. He's showing why he MVP. I mean, he's having a great season. I think he's averaging like 30, 31 or something like that.
He's like 35 now. It was He had a streak of I think 30 points and 10 rebounds. I think the 10 rebounds part just broke, but he scored 30 every game he's ever played. Maybe I can't remember watching a game and it's like Embiid has 4 points.
You know why? Because you have old school philosophy coach. Yo, name me a big man on the East Coast besides Embiid. A real big man.
Is Bam? Does that count?
No, Bam's a power forward.
Okay.
But he has to play the 5. Bam's about 6'9", 6'10".
Right.
He has to play power. I mean, he's a power forward that has to play the 5. He's not a true 5.
Porzingis? I think a Boston.
Not a true 5.
Brook Lopez?
That's it.
I'm trying to...
No, that's it.
Jared Allen?
Jared Allen plays a 5, but he's a 4.
Mitchell he hurt, but Mitchell Robinson. I think Mitchell Robinson's a true 5.
Mitch ain't a true 5. Mitch is a true 4. His size makes him a true 4.
But I feel like his game, though, like his style of play, protect the rim, block shots, rebound.
I've seen power forwards do that shit too.
That was years ago.
It was, but it's a recycling moment.
Clint
like
Capella.
you said.
I'm trying to think of some other bigs in the East. It's not a long.
Nah, Embiid is killing all these cats, dog. Ain't nobody that can stop him. That's the shit that Nick Nurse and his staff figured out. There's nobody else over here on the East Coast. Now, the West don't have too much more bigger dudes. You know, I would say the biggest centers they got in the West is Joker and Cat and Rudy Gobert.
Gobert, AD, if the Lakers make the playoffs.
Well, yeah, AD's a power forward.
AD's, yeah.
He just got to play the
He
five.
keeps saying that he's a power forward.
No, he is.
Yeah.
He is. He's a power forward. He got to play the five because of, you know, the lineup and the height shit.
Right.
But no, AD's a 4.
Who are some of the true fives?
That's what I'm saying. You got Joker, you got Lopez, you got Embiid. Those are your top, I say 3. Well, Cat,
Big Cat,
Rudy Gobert. Cause Cat, he plays power forward now because
Rudy's in there.
You know what I mean? But Cat is what, 7 feet, 7'1", something like that.
7, yeah.
So it's not a lot of real big men, and that's what they figured out. That's why this motherfucker's averaging 30, 35, killing them. Who will stop him?
Nobody. He just scored 70 points on Wamba Wamba.
Don't the ball to me. If they come with a double or triple, I'm going to kick that shit out to one of y'all. Somebody going to get the 3 or somebody going to get a basket. Cutting. It's simple basketball.
You think anybody can score 100 in this game? Because I feel like cats would hit 60. 70 was very rare, but then last year we saw Dame hit 70. We saw Donovan Mitchell hit 70. We just saw Embiid.
It'll be 100. It'll be a lot of gunning.
Oh, it's 100 points. You got to.
It'll be a lot of gunning. But for the most part, like the way Embiid got his numbers the other night, shit, they fed him. Why they feed him? Because he's hot. He started the game out 24 in the first quarter. So if I'm a guard, guess what I'm going to do? My assist's going to go up. My assist's going to double that night. I'm going to feed this motherfucker all night until he missed like 6 shots in a row or he hit the go to somebody else.
Right. Back to the big man.
Pick and roll. Yeah, I'm going to let him get set. Come on. I'm going to feed him all night.
But did you see, because same night, Big Cat scored 62. He had, I think it was 46 in the first half, but they lost the game. Yeah. Did you see some of the stuff after the game? Like the coach was getting on him. Anthony Edwards was talking about he was like the team. He was like, we was immature. Selfish. Yeah, we lost our focus. So what do you make of that?
That's part of being a young ball club. You got young stars. That's part of the bumps and bruises you gotta go through. You know what I'm saying? So with him having 62, I did hear also they felt as though like maybe like his last 10, 12 points, you know, he was gunning for it.
For sure, he was.
What I'm saying? So I don't know if he heard about Embiid getting 70 or whatever, you know, in the whole locker room.
Do guys hear about that? Like if you
sometimes depending on you know, East Coast, West Coast games. Yeah, sometimes we hear about it. Like playing on that West Coast, you see what they do on the East Coast first. Like if we got I'm with Portland and we got a 7:00 game. Well, we got a 7:00 TNT game. We the second game. They had the first game already. Yeah, we watching that shit. We sitting in the locker room watching it, sitting in the press room watching it.
So you see it's like, oh, Kobe had 81. Kobe had 62 or whatever. Y'all seeing all that.
Yeah, we seeing all that.
Yeah. Now that you say, I feel like he definitely knew that Embiid had a hot
night. Probably. I wouldn't doubt it.
So who was that on? Like, again, they lose the game. They blow the lead. Is it on, like, the best player on that team is the Ant-Man. But he also 20, You think everybody shares that?
Yeah, it ain't just on Cat to be like, oh, yeah, he has 62. He should have got us out of it, this and that. The league got cut into from 20 to 15 to 12 to 8, 7's cut down. But you can't blame him for that. It's a team effort. Just like if they would have won, yeah, granted, he scored a majority of the points, but so did the other dudes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a team effort.
Is 70 like the new 50? Like I remember, it used to be like waking up and hearing that somebody scored like 50 points. It was like, oh my God. Or somebody hearing AI or somebody hit 55, 60 even. It's like that was a deal. And now we getting, like Harden's done some 60 pieces. I feel like Luka's done a couple 60s. Yeah, we getting the 70s. What do you make of it?
I mean, it just shows how great the defense is in the league. You know, that just shows how much pride that guys have.
Why I can't show how skilled and how far the individual talent has come to where a guy could get, where a big man like Embiid could get 70, a 6-foot guard like Mitchell could get 70 in back-to-back years. Why it can't be the talent, the skill evolution?
That's a great question. I can't even answer that one. That's a great question. I mean, because shit, I ain't in the gym with a lot of these cats, a lot of these trainers, a lot of these coaches, a lot of these players.
Why did you do? They don't really train.
Hey yo, I said it before. Y'all heard me say it before. So in my opinion, the way that a lot of the NBA players play today, their moves are robotic. They're methodical to the point of, okay, in this drill, coach handed me the ball, I got the pass from my left. I ripped through 2 dribbles, hesitation, crossover in front or between my legs or behind the back, and then go to the basket, finish with my left. In the drill, you got the cone set up like that. That's how a lot of guys play now. They don't play
like
naturally.
formulaic.
Yeah, it's like, all right, this is what I'm, instead of taking what the defense give you, because like, I have seen this in college games and NBA. When guys try to do their workout move and it's good defense play, you know, the defender moving his hips and sliding, they'll back it out and try that shit again.
Right.
Instead of just being natural with it, taking what the defense give you and reacting off of that. Well, if he on my left side, if he cut me off on the left, well, shit, that motherfucker ain't fast enough to get back to the right. It's basic basketball.
Yeah, but I didn't practice that in my drill, you understand?
See?
In the drill, I crossed over the cone, looked at it a little bit, and they
Yeah.
like a pan shot to my face and then one to the cone, and then I dropped the jumper.
That's how they wanted to look.
Yeah.
I'll ask you this, because you watch a lot of league ball and college ball. So if a kid comes down and hits a man with a 7 or 8 dribble workout move and either hits the 3, the layup, or the mid jump shot, why do they always smile?
Who?
The cat who did the move.
You can't smile after a nice move in a bucket?
Nah.
Why?
There's too many other possessions. Now
I'm gonna smile on them too.
Now you smiling like, ooh, it worked. That finally worked for me. Like, oh shit.
like you surprised. Like, oh shit. Yeah.
It finally worked. Like, no, you shouldn't be smiling. And fuck all that smiling and dancing.
I can't be happy to be playing the game, man.
Nah, dog. Nah, you could be happy.
You're a grouch, Rasheed Wallace. You are a grouch.
You ain't got no time for that shit out there on the floor. Cause while you sitting there, you know, you get the motherfucking dunk and you want to do all this shit and, you know, and smile and shit. Hey, them motherfuckers is running down the other. Yo, come on back. Like, shit.
So y'all ain't celebrate? Y'all ain't hit a nice bucket, hit a nice move and celebrate?
Nah.
Never.
Because you got to come right back in. I mean, you do yelling, but you're yelling as you're going down the court.
Yeah.
You know, nah. Only time I smiled or laughed at cats for the most part is if I made a poster of them.
Best poster dunk. Or posters.
For league?
All the above.
I had some, mainly in Portland.
Okay.
You know, yo, so it's fucking crazy. I got traded, right? So my first game playing with Detroit, we in Orlando. So I'm hyped. Everything like, yeah, I'm in a good situation. I got a chance, you know, to do some things. So I'm hyped. Yo, we go 4-court trap. So I can't remember who was up front. If it was Chauncey or Rip or Tayshaun, but I was on a weak side of it. So I had to roll up. They threw the ball cross court. I had to roll up. Boom, got my hand on it. So the ball flew out. I was like, oh yeah. So I looked back. Ain't nobody coming with me. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm hyped. I'm gonna give him a fancy dunk and shit. So I go up. I hit a running windmill.
Mm.
I made the bucket, but that's when I fucked up my plantar fasciitis. I heard that
greedy.
motherfucker go.
You heard it as you was.
Shit. Right away, I was like, fuck.
You got greedy, Rasheed Wallace.
And
you should have laid it in, kissed it off the glass.
I should have did that. But damn, I was too excited. So I would say that was a good poster dunk, even though I was by myself and fucked my shit up.
I would say, yeah, it kept you out 6 to 8 weeks. That's the best poster.
Oh, no.
It injured you?
It kept me out probably for about a couple of days. But I played the rest of that season. I just had to get a tape job on my foot. That's the year we won it. I played the rest of that season. Like, no, I seen the team we had. I'm like, I ain't letting this opportunity go by. My foot will fall the fuck off before I give up.
Did you catch anybody poster like top of the head? They meet you at the cup. Who?
Everybody get caught in the league. That's one thing. And see, that's the problem with part of the problem with the league today. Nobody wants to get dunked on or crossed over to be on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or whatever the fuck.
It's tough.
Yeah, they don't want to do that. But it's part of the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just like saying if you think Ray Lewis never got ran over?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As great as a linebacker as he was, as great as a linebacker as Lawrence Taylor was, you think Lawrence Taylor never got ran over?
Right.
It happens. It's part of the game. The whole key is don't let that shit happen consistently.
Right.
But yeah, I got dunked on before.
Who got you the worst?
I dunked on a whole lot of other motherfuckers before.
Who got you? I'll ask you both questions, but who got you the worst?
It wasn't in the NBA.
Okay.
It was when I was in college. We playing first game my sophomore year, right? So we came in AP poll. I think we was top 5. So we hype. So we playing Texas. Now, who was the man back then for them? I think the kid's name was Reggie Freeman. I think I could be wrong, but I'm not 100% sure. I think it was though. Reggie Freeman went to Texas. That's
94.
Yeah, go with the 94 roster.
Okay.
But I think he was the man on the team. They had a couple other good players too. So they had a big man. He was about
Reggie Freeman.
He was about 6'10" himself, right? So jump ball happened. They went and tap, and they run, they play, and we hit it out of bounds under the basket. So now I'm on a ball. Like this, right?
Having fun.
Now the basket is to the left. I'm on a ball. Making noise, distracting. So faked it that way, and he threw it back to the middle. Now, I didn't go for the fake. I was still there like this. So when I seen him throw it, I was like, in my head, I knew he threw it to somebody either cutting or that was right there under the basket. So I was like, on instinct, instead of turning, trying to gather, and then go up, I just turned and jumped.
One motion.
In one motion. Boom! Threw that shit down on my neck. I'm talking about, it was a joint like this him coming and dunk, and this me. I'm like, ooh! It was an and one. Yo, the rest of that game, I'm like, yo, give me the ball! Give me the ball! I'm trying to get him back. Oh, I needed some get back, but I was never able to. We won, but I was never able to get him back though, dog. But that was the worst time I ever got dunked on, because I literally was the highest I jumped, and I literally tried to block it.
Whoa. Reggie Freeman still got you.
No, it wasn't Reggie Freeman. It was, I forgot his name, but
I got the whole roster. Was it Carl Simpson?
I don't know. He was a big man. He was about like 6'10", 6'11". I can't even remember the brother's number. I just know he was a like dark brown skinned dude, kind of husky. But dog, put that shit on my neck. I was like, ugh. You think I didn't get killed by my homies and not the homies on the team, not only them, but all my homies, who I had class with. Oh, watch your head. Oh, damn, that's how you let them do it. I was like, dog. That's the worst time I ever got dunked on.
See, now it would have been on the Instagram reel. So you see why they don't want to get dunked on. You would have walked into class and they would just been showing it to you. Look when he punched this shit on your head.
But it's part of it, though, because I caught a whole lot of motherfuckers My damn self.
Okay, what's the best one you caught? Who's the best one you threw one down on
I
somebody?
dunked on a lot of cats before.
Who the best one? What's the one that sticks in your mind?
I would say probably one of my best NBA dunks that might have surprised me because I wasn't expecting him to throw it. The same dude downstairs. When Bonzi threw me that lob, we was in LA playing the Clippers. And we got a steal. And he threw me the lob, and out of nowhere I just came and caught that shit and boom. Put that shit right there on D-Miles, and D-Miles like, damn, OG, like, I thought we was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I dunked on that. Yeah, I dunked on a lot of dudes. I don't know, you might have to go to the reels, cuz.
I think we're gonna have to.
Yeah, I dunked on a lot of motherfuckers. Now, I got dunked on too. I mean, but I dunked on way more people than I've been dunked on.
What if they just put together like a compilation right now, all the times you've been dunked on, like ever?
It'll be a small reel. Probably about 15 seconds.
Jack, that's a challenge. That's a direct challenge to find every time Rasheed has ever been.
It's about 15 seconds.
Yammed on. We will see.
Let me see. Bron dunked on me before. Shaq dunked on everybody. I don't know if you could really.
I don't
count
think that
him.
counts.
Yeah,
I don't think that.
I'm about to say,
Bron,
that motherfucker caught everybody.
What version of Bron was it?
It was the younger Bron.
Like first Cleveland?
Not first year. It's first couple years in Cleveland.
Okay, that kind of don't count either. I'll give you some grace.
I remember my old head dunked on me, surprised me, fucked me up. Derek Coleman. Oh
DC
man,
got you?
What he hit me with a awesome fucking move, yo. And so he was on the right block, right? Quarter, he looking over his shoulder, and I'm playing D. And so I'm like, all right, I know he gonna put it on the floor. So I'm like, I'm gonna body him up first and then hit him at the end with the forearm shiver. He took 2 dribbles to the middle, hit the joint like this, and came back around, and I ain't know, my court awareness wasn't right that day. And yo, I was right under the rim, and that motherfucker went up and dunked. I really tried to block it, and he dunked on me. I was like, damn. I was like, how I let my old head catch me? And then, DC was talking shit.
That's why I know he let you hear it.
Oh, hell yeah. Derek Coleman dunked on my head. I was like, fuck. But, hey, it's part of it. You know what I mean? Everybody get dunked on. Shaq got dunked on before.
Shaq says he never got dunked on before.
Shaq got dunked on before. We all have. It's part of it.
Except for Shaq.
Jordan got dunked on before. Dominique Wilkins got dunked on before. Vince Carter got dunked on before. You know, it's part of the game. You know what I'm saying? That's like a guard saying that he never got crossed over or he never got a jump shot hit in his face.
Right.
No.
You lying.
Yeah, you lying. Yeah. Get your lying ass up out of here.
Who you think probably the most violent dunker you've seen?
Oh. I don't know. I would probably have to say Shaq.
Well, again, he don't. It's Shaq.
Yeah, but still, I ain't seen nobody do to a backboard, to a rim, to a support.
Yeah.
Than what he did. Now I seen cats break the rim before. You know, right. DeHaan broke the rim before. You had Stansberry break the rim before. You know, you had guys do that before. Okay, but no, you ain't never seen nobody break a whole goal.
Like shot clock, stanchion, padding.
All that shit. Like, I would have to say Shaq is the most violent. Everybody else get dunked on. You know it's a hard dunk. Boom. It might shake the rim, but this man destroyed backboards, shot clocks, whole basket supports. You know that team, when Shaq was in his prime, other teams would have to have in the back, like right there in the tunnel before where the other teams come out, other teams would have to make sure that they have at least 2 goal supports. With, you know, shot clock and everything ready, all they got to do is just plug it in because they ain't know if he was going to destroy the backboard or not.
Like, he really just might.
Like, man, especially if he get mad. When that motherfucker got mad, I remember when I think it was either an all-star vote or something, and the people picked David Robinson over him. Oh my God.
Shaq doesn't really remember taking any of that stuff personal, though. I don't think Shaq.
No, I
I'm
mean,
lying.
it's all
Shaq
part of the
definitely
game.
takes all of this stuff.
It's all part of the
Yeah.
game, but it's like, don't talk shit about me because, I tore motherfuckers' asses up too. That's his thing.
Right.
I'm like, man, the way he did David Robinson with a whole lot of them dunks, dog. It was sick. You want to know something I found out?
What do you got? Talk to me.
So, it happened with the Embiid 70 points.
Okay.
So I'm watching it, and they put up on the screen, the last players in the NBA, 70 points they had. Wilt, of course, the picture of him with the 100.
Mm-hmm.
They had David Robinson with 71, and then it was Embiid with 70. So I was like, wait, David Robinson with 71? I looked at the year. That's why I got my ass tore up in the Welcome to the NBA. Because the year before was his MVP year in 94, and he was killing motherfuckers, and he just came out and continued it in 95, my rookie year. That's why he had 30 points, 18 rebounds, in like 28, 30 minutes on me. I put that together. I was like, damn, wasn't shit I could do about that.
It wasn't anything personal. He was just busting everybody's ass.
And that's what made me feel better. You know what I mean? It wasn't personal towards me. He busted everybody's ass.
I hate you, Rasheed Wallace. I'm going to score 70 points on you. 70? What's the most you ever scored in a game?
I don't know. I'm not a stat dude.
So you never kept track of that?
No, I never.
Even in high school, you never had like a 50, 60.
No, that's one thing. One thing my coach didn't allow.
Bill Ellerby.
High school, Bill Ellerby, he didn't allow it. No, all that stat shit. So ain't allow you to see the only person who was able to look at the stat book was him and an assistant coach.
So you never saw it.
Unless I had, a bad game or you did some shit, and then he'll show you like, all right, you don't believe me? Well,
that's what the numbers say. So you don't know if you ever hit 50, 60.
I don't think I have, because it wasn't mentioned. I don't.
You would know, yeah, you'd know if you hit.
Yeah, somebody would say something.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I can't even tell you. I don't know. I don't even know the highest I ever scored in high school or college or pro. I don't know. I'm not a stat dude. That's not the first thing I grab after the game.
What is?
A stat sheet. First thing I grab after the game is a bag of ice. Bag of ice. I'm putting it on my knees, on my ankles, on my back. And then the second thing I'm grabbing is a fucking cold beer.
I feel like that should be first.
No, you got to take care of them injuries first.
Yeah.
And grab a cold Shasta. I'm good.
Was that your brew of choice? Nice Shasta, post-game Shasta?
No, just, Shasta's just a cold drink, but we had to drink whatever brew that the stadium had.
Right.
So, a couple guys, you just had like a beer or two just to knock that edge off.
You were talking Shaq. What did Uncle Cliff Robinson tell you about guarding Shaq? R.I.P.
Uncle Cliffy. So I want to say it was either my first or second year in Portland after I got traded, playing the Lakers, and I think either Sabonis had fouled out or he might not have played that game or something happened like that. But I had to guard Shaq for more possessions than what I wanted to. I know I ain't the bulkiest of cats, you know what I'm saying? I ain't no Ben Wallace muscles, all like this and get whole Shaq up on my own. Beat me the fuck up. Take this elbow, turning up. All that, giving me the face, doing the whole joint, running down court. You know how he used to do did all that.
You can't do nothing about it either.
Dog, the man outweighed me by at least 125 pounds. You know what I'm saying?
How much did you weigh at the time?
At the time, I was probably like about 250, 245, 250. This man is over 325, 350 pounds. Killing it. So I'm like, all right. Trying to do this, trying to do that. So I'm sitting in my locker after the game. I got ice, ice on my ankle, and I'm just sitting there like this. And Uncle Cliffy came by. He's like, look, said, Roscoe, said, you can't be fighting that man like that. He said, there ain't no way you gonna win.
You will lose. Yeah.
So I'm like, all right. So he's like, you gotta take him out off the block. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what made me start shooting threes in the league.
Was Uncle Cliff.
Was Uncle Cliffy telling me that.
That's the way you go with it. Like you'll never out muscle Shaq.
No.
So you got to pull him away from the cup.
Unless I get on steroids, HGH, any type of muscle enhancers or whatever, hell no, you ain't out muscling him.
Since we're talking about Tristan Thompson, I would like to know what percentage of players do you think in the NBA are using some kind of muscle enhancer, growth hormone, something along those lines?
Man, I would definitely have to say a very, very small percentage.
You think so?
Yeah.
Like 10%, 20%?
Shit, I would say like 10% or less. I would say less. Because dog, that's a heavy hitter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know we got some rebellious guys in the league. You know, I was rebellious, this and that, but we ain't gonna be stupid enough to be able to, because your first pop is costing you bread.
Right.
It's costing you bread. Like, with him being suspended for 25 games, that's his contract. Because it wasn't like he was getting one of them like 3-year, 125 million. No, he was getting probably, you know, a little bit above veteran minimum.
Mm.
That's his contract though. Now, in 25 games, you out of here. Because that's 25 80 seconds.
Right, that you're missing.
And what I mean by that is we play 82 games. So every game where, you know, you're fined or suspended, or I should say you're suspended, excuse me. Every game you're suspended, you don't get paid for that game. Mm. You know what I'm saying? So now, that's when it goes, like for me, when I got suspended them 7 games, no, I was fine, but we made the playoffs. My share wasn't as big as everybody's who played in the full 82, because I was only able to play in 75. You know what I'm saying? So that's how all that shit broke down. But yeah, I don't know. I gotta say it's a real small percentage though, dog. I don't think it's a lot of dudes using HGHs, PEDs, all that shit to get over, because it's a whole different game.
You think it's any big names people be surprised about using it?
I don't know. It could be. Shit, that was a big name I was surprised by. Like, that's one of the last dudes I thought would be, because you ain't really fucking playing.
He was getting like 3 and 3 and 1 per 36. I guess that just means nothing to you. Would you even need? I feel like you needed to guard Shaq and David Robinson. Do I need it to guard Chet Holmgren?
I didn't need the PEDs, HGHs. Because see, now you're talking about a whole different thing then. When I came into the league playing against these guys, they were grown-ass men with kids. It's a difference. And, you know, for all y'all out there who know what I'm talking about, y'all play pickup, you know what I'm saying, that Lifetime or 24-hour fitness, all that shit in your neighborhoods or wherever. And when y'all go against that old motherfucker and he foul the shit out of you, you be like, damn, old head, why you foul me so hard? You know what I'm saying? That's
Terry
how that
Cummins
shit was
strength.
back then. That's how it was back then. You know, but now it's a lot more finesse to today's game.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? It's not as physical. So no, they don't really need to be doing the PEDs and shit. But it's still confusing and mind-boggling to me why the fuck this motherfucker of all people doing it. Ain't like you getting major minutes with Cleveland.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't like you that 6th man of the year candidate. Like, for what?
He just do it for the love of the game. He just loves performance-enhancing drugs.
Hey, I just love putting dope in my arms, man, and try to be strong.
Shit make me alive.
Oh! No. He was a weirdo for that one, though. That's dickhead of the day for that one.
Tristan Thompson, dickhead of the day?
Yeah, he's dickhead of the day, dog.
So second pop, is it 50? Is it 25, 50? Or I might be thinking of MLB.
With what? As far as
performance
games,
enhancer, yeah.
I don't know.
suspension
I never
segment.
went down that road before.
Interesting for you to say.
I've only done the, the technical foul road, but
right. You did performance D enhancers.
I don't know if the first one was 25. I probably might be guessing the second one might be if he gets charged again, it might be 30 games or 40 games, something like that. I'm not sure.
Embiid.
But I know it's in increments though.
Yeah.
It's not just going to be like, let's say if he get caught again, hopefully he won't, but let's say if he get caught again, it's not going to be an automatic kicked out the league.
Right.
It's going to be another suspension. It's more like a 3-strike policy that you get in the league. It's, the first one is like, all right, we can
tighten
believe
up.
you made a mistake. Yeah, tighten up. The second one is like, all right, you still doing this dickhead shit, huh?
Right.
And then that last one is like, all right, go ahead and keep doing it.
Yeah, you're done, buddy. You're ready to learn Guangdong Tigers, buddy.
Man. The next thing you know, you getting a call from coach. Hey, yeah, you ain't got to come into practice today.
You can turn
your agent calling you and shit. Hey, how they do it in football? Hey, coach want to see you. Bring your playbook with you.
And your backpack, your keys, your shoes. Bring all your shit with you. Speaking of roster transactions, we done had a couple trades as of late. The Miami Heat made a move.
Got rid of my guy.
Lowry, one of your guys?
The Philly cat.
Oh, of course.
You know what I mean? All day. Yeah, Kyle, that's my guy. But yeah, they got rid of him. I guess for a younger version of him.
They went, it was Lowry and a first-round pick to Charlotte for Terry Rozier.
Yeah.
He'll be going down to Miami.
He's aggressive. Terry played both sides of the ball. I don't think he's as much of a floor general as Kyle was, but you got to give him his credit and his props. As good as the player as Kawhi is, but without a lot of the things that happened in that series with them, Toronto might not have won that championship. Everybody plays their part.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? He's a veteran guard. So you got to look at that like, he'll make a coach's job easier. You know what I mean? So the coach ain't got to be there trying to call all the plays, this and that, da-da-da-da-da-da. All right, I got my veteran point guard.
Like a go in between.
He'll be able to read what's what for our advantage.
So how does he feel? Like, what's going on through his mind going from Miami, like championship contender, was just in the championship last year. Now he get moved for, him and a first-round pick. They don't.
Man.
Now he in Charlotte. They, you know what I'm saying? They don't have championship aspirations this season. So what's going through a vet's mind?
They ain't going to have no championship aspirations in no seasons.
I was going to say, I thought you were going to say maybe they do this year. They just get on a 50-game win.
No, I think what could happen too, they could buy him out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To free up space for themselves. He could re-sign with Miami to be with Rozier. I've seen it happen before. That's what happened with Lindsey Hunter. When I got traded to Detroit, it was a 3-team trade between Boston, Atlanta, and Detroit. So I was in Atlanta. I went to Detroit. Lindsey was in Detroit, and I think it was either him and somebody else or him and some money went to Boston. Boston let him go, and he, like a day or two later, re-signed back with us in Detroit.
I think they may have, I don't know if it's in the new CBA. I think they created a rule because of that. Or, like where a guy couldn't get traded and then just immediately, for a certain amount of time at least.
Yeah, well, yeah, they got to go for that, but I don't know if that rule can, if it is a rule to go against the teams, because all it is just balancing out my books. You know what I'm saying? Then, like, okay, well, in this trade, if we get this player, his contract could put us over the taxes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now, all right, we're going to get him, and we're going to let this motherfucker go. So it'll be easier on us.
What do you think about Miami getting Terry? Because you showed only the numbers, like they chased Dame Lillard all off season. If you show the numbers for just this year of Dame and Terry, they're pretty similar. Like Terry's having a really good.
He's a good underrated player. I've liked him from day one since he came into the league. He's a good underrated player, but It's just, certain situations, everybody's path is different. So now, obviously, hopefully his is better because now you're on, as you said a second ago, now you're on a championship contending team.
Had another trade, Pascal Siakam. Went from Toronto to Indiana. What's that face?
I don't know how that's gonna work.
Let's talk it through. What you mean?
I don't know. I mean, for that to be a trade like that, I like Siakam, but I ain't no franchise dude to me like that.
But I feel like they got their franchise guy in Halliburton. So you just try to get him some All-Star, some All-NBA talent around him.
Yeah, but they pumped him up so much in Toronto where he thinks he's like number one option. He's number one option for Toronto.
I think he knows, or I would hope he knows that going here, like, yeah, this is...
Never know.
You never know.
You never know. Because it's a new position for him. You know what I'm saying? Now I give it to him. He worked on his game.
For sure.
But to me, it's still, I'm giving the motherfucker the jump shot. Bottom line. Shit.
Siakam.
Wide open, yo, shoot it. I dare you to shoot that shit. I double dog dare you.
But I feel like that's the way he's been playing. He's still finding a way to get to his, 22, 23.
Well, yeah.
7, 8 boards, few assists.
So going to the basket, and the way that he plays is little tip-ins here and there, offensive rebounds, second chance points.
Transition stuff. I think that's why he will fit there. Like Halliburton really good moving the ball in transition. I feel like Siakam's good finishing in transition.
Yeah, but we're going to see. We're going to see how that work out for them.
I think Siakam on a championship winning team, he was the either second or third best player. It was Kawhi, Lowry, and then him, right? Like Gasol was there, Ibaka was there. At that point in their careers, I think Siakam was probably a better overall player. So I think you could argue he was either the second or third, probably the third.
But I think Gasol might have been that key piece.
Gasol, he was major. He was definitely major.
Because you got interior scoring, interior defending. I don't know. I don't know if Indiana came out on that one or not. We'll see how that play out and if the Pacers can get to the playoffs. We'll see.
So on the flip side of that, Bruce Brown, he wins a championship in Denver, signs a nice deal in Indiana, then he's immediately flipped.
I don't know. Something sounds interior. We're on the outside looking in with that one.
You think he gets flipped again? Like maybe they almost like Lowry. Do they like Toronto? What do they need with Bruce Brown, a guy who was a sixth man for a championship winning team last year?
Well, they probably brought him along for that championship experience though, to be a younger guy. Maybe with this young guy winning the championship, our younger guys on our team might listen to him because they're part of the same culture.
Right.
And maybe we can come out as a better team on top, playoffs, and maybe win a championship ourselves. I guess that's how they thinking. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
Last thing I'll ask you before we wrap on this one. Udonis Haslem, retired getting his jersey, retired in Miami. What do you think about that? Because people have said, he's not an all-star. He didn't average 20, ABC. So what do you make of that?
I fucked with UGod.
Yeah?
I fucked with him from day one when he was a rookie coming out of Florida.
Why? What was it about him?
Just his attitude with playing. You know what I'm saying? He was a tough, hard-nosed defender, and that's what I like. Miami didn't draft him for his offensive prowess.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They drafted him for his defense, for his rebounding, for his tenacity. So I always like Udonis. Udonis wasn't no bitch-ass dude. I fucked with him. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't no soft-ass dude. I fucked with him, man. I think that's one of the reasons why they kept him on that Miami team because, think about it. As you just said, he might not make the NBA Hall of Fame, but he's going to make the Hall of Fame for Miami for the simple fact, think about it, he's one of few, and there's been a few, very few, he's one of few dudes that stayed with one team for his whole career.
20 years, I think. It's like Kobe, Dirk. You like those might be the three. Maybe I'm missing somebody that stayed 20.
Reggie Miller.
Yeah, I don't know if he did 20 full, but yeah, he was a guy that was
Reggie
long
Miller
time.
never left.
Never left.
Yep, Cole, Dirk.
I don't think so. You think for that he deserves to have his number retired, even if he didn't average
In Miami,
5 and
yeah.
15? Yeah.
Yeah, because he helped them win a couple chips. Like, I would say in that D Wade era, he had more input than the latter part of his Miami years. As far as, with him, I should say input, more contribution. More contribution. So came on the defensive end, rebounds, tipped that out of here, gave them extra possessions, this and that. Yeah, I fucks with you guys, dog. I fucks with Udonis. I fucks with him. That's one of my young boys. And like I said, he been in there.
He's one of your young boys?
Yeah.
He's 62.
Dog, do you realize that by the time he came into the league, I was on my third team?
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's my young boy.
That's what. Does he call you Unc?
No, it's that mutual respect because, like I said, he was out there gladiator with me out there on that floor. You know what I'm saying? He was one of the few dudes who I know, no matter what I hit him with a good move, an elbow, shit talking, whatever, he didn't back down, and I like that. I like that.
From outsider looking in, what do you think about Heat culture? Like, is that a myth or what?
I don't think it's a myth. It's something that Pat Riley started from day one with them, with that whole expansion team. Because think about it. Think about that 90s Heat team, dog. They were always top 5 in defense. You know what I'm saying? You had Zoe. I think he ended up being a defensive player of the year under Pat Riley at some point.
Once, yeah.
Leading the league in blocks, and that was their whole culture on defense. Right. When you went to Miami, you was like, yo, I gotta play some defense or Pat Riley gonna get rid of me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes them that way. And Spoelstra tried to continue that, but the longer he's there, it's not necessarily him that's not supplying the culture, but it's just the way that the young people are now. They're not more into the whole team culture. It's just like, look, all right, we got a game tonight. I'm gonna go out here and play this game. They're not into that whole.
Well, I feel like they find the guys that are still wired like that, and I think it's why they've had some success. Yeah,
but look at the motherfuckers they got rid of too, though. So some of them are, but no, they got a good thing going on down there. Plus, your man just got paid. Fuck shit,
big pay.
Spoelstra, so I ain't mad at him.
We want that on the record. Rasheed Wallace is not mad.
But they need to get a center.
And ain't none available. Like
I don't know. They need somebody 7'1", 7'2", just to go in there and take Bam out of that 5 spot.
Is it you? Are you that guy?
Negative Ghost Rider. Actually, no, I might be.
I feel like y'all would be perfect.
Hey, I'm letting y'all know. I'm gonna go over to Germany. I'm gonna get 2 new knees. Might get a couple
get everything
vertebrae in my back. I'm gonna get new ones. I'm gonna come back and my name is gonna be, and I'm gonna kill. I'm letting y'all know now. I'm gonna kill.
Rasheedovich Walosevic?
No. I'm gonna have to change all my shit up. That's not, my name ain't gonna be English. It's gonna be.
How'd Jeff Van Gundy?
Like Prince.
Was the symbol?
That's gonna be me. Like, damn, you know the boy She was who? I'm talking about. Oh yeah,
oh him. How's Stan the Fat Man gonna say that on?
That's how they gonna have to call me. That's how they gonna have. Look, bang on the motherfucking score table. Look, you gotta get over here. Like, why you do that? That's his name. Watch.
We will watch.
And I'm going for like a dumb, stupid Supermax deal. Like 3 years, like 285
trillion.
Yes.
Dollars, cash, today, up front.
Matter of fact, make that shit a cashier's check. Because I just want all my shit at once because I don't trust y'all.
Up front.
Up front.
That'll do it for this round of Rasheed Wallace and Tyler. There we go. We appreciate y'all tapping in. Appreciate y'all hitting that thumbs up, subscribing, liking, commenting.
Yes.
Drop us questions. Again, as we get going, our format will tweak. We ask you to be patient with us as we get this going in a way that we think y'all really fuck with. So we appreciate y'all.
Man, we appreciate all y'all feedback, you know what I'm saying? Good and bad, you know what I'm saying? It's because it's only going to help us become better at what we doing to bring y'all more live shit, more different shit, you know? Y'all keep fucking with us. We got some shit for y'all. Trust me. Trust me.